Paulos Ngolobe, a disaster risk management specialist at the city of Windhoek, says the Avis dam sluice gates were open due to the full capacity of the dam. This was done to prevent possible damage to the city property that could have happened if the sluice gate had opened on their own due to high water pressure. Have a look.
What we are doing right now here is, like I said before, it's a risk management measure, which, in other words, a mitigation aspect of control of the water. What we have realized is that the dam itself right now is at full capacity, and the sluices of the dam are made in such a way that they are supposed to open automatically. Now, when you look at an amount of water in a dam, we are calculating that if the sluices were to open automatically, that is going to lead with a lot of water that is going to flow in the river, and our fear is that it's going to cause damage within the city. Because naturally, this river is going to cross about 13 streets. The main one being Nelson Mandela. It means it comes into a Nelson Mandela, it crosses, and then it come out back again, and then there's another danger point. So we have got Avis as a location that is affected, then we have got Plain Windhoek, and then we have got Eros. And these are the areas that are at risk of being flooded. So by opening this manually, we are able to manipulate the flow of water in the river. As a result, we are able to prevent any disaster from happening because now the water is controlled. So by the time we have realized that we have now reached a level where we have enough water, the sluices will not open, then we can now close the water. And also, it's because we have an abnormal rain this year. That means the water that we are anticipating to come is more, and we are hoping that by the time the dam recharge, the water that we have released is enough, and everybody can still have got a natural water like the community want to have. The last time this practice was done was 2011. The same process that we are doing now today, it happened before and it has worked for us. But previously, when the sluices open automatically, it caused a lot of damage within the city, and we don't want that to happen anymore.
Moving over to our next story, Sylvia Munjidi, the project manager at Frederick Ebert Stiftung, highlighted that history often forgets the contribution of women. She made these remarks in Windhoek during the first session of a series which aims to highlight the contribution of women during colonial Namibia.
We actually know that in Namibia, there are actually limited efforts to recognize the contribution of women's efforts during the colonial era. And the other reason is that women's voices really are not amplified, and most of the time their stories are really not contributed. So, and hence we really decided, FES and the NID decided to hold a series of dialogue around this topic so that at least we can do our level best to amplify the voices of women that contributed to our independence and that also that has contributed to the freedom that we are experiencing now as a result of their sacrifices during the colonial Namibia.